Yo, people. Hello, hello. Welcome to the hour-long video recording of Creator's Creation. Today is the 30th, which you can't see, of October. We're continuing our work on this book. As you can see, we're going to continue doing these hour recordings every Saturday to work up stuff and just try and, see where we get, to be honest. We were working on the Dragonborn, I believe. And as you'll notice, I'm not in the Discord call this time. So during these sessions, this will be just me and you on Discord or on the call. And in this case, you guys will be basically watching me as I write, talk about what my thoughts are. This is also for my own recording tracks to keep track of everything. So we've done the cities, we've done the unique locations. I believe the reason why, here, let's open up, yes. We were working up on the Wonder Draft, and I've been kind of playing in this, because this is still something I use to the day. We have our cities, so we can now, zoom in. And we have our little cities around here. So we've done a few notable locations. I think that we'll do some more ruins and such like that to put kind of scatter about. First off, scales are going to be locked to 10. Let's see. Let's not do dead trees. Not in this case. So we know there's massive desert in here. So let's get more cities and other creation. Tang Dynasty, which is not what we're using. No, we're using, where is it? Ruins colored. Yes. So we want a few ruins that are colored, and try and make them as small as possible. So, oh, that was interesting. Oh, can I? No. Okay. I don't know what that was. Let's look for what do they got for rocks. Let's do, nope, not Playful Town. Rocks and more colored. Okay, so I think in the center we're going to have, up here, because I think there's supposed to be a giant desert up here. So I'm going to put a waterfall here. And we're going to name it, there's labels, there we go. We need a name. Let me think. Also, I don't remember what type of font we were using at all. I want to say it was Cinezil. I'm not sure. But what do we want to call this? I'm thinking we call it... So we're in here. So we're still in the notable unique locations. I think 3 unique locations per area is a good idea. And I'm thinking maybe... How about the Dragon's Well? Or the Dragon's Maw. Yeah, let's do that. And we're gonna do that. What is this? Heading 6. Okay. Heading 6. Alright, perfect. Dragon's Maw gained its name through the shape of the giant waterfall in the center of the great desert. I think that's how you spell it. Of Draffica. Of Draffica, not or Draffica. Draffica. Dragon's Maw gained its name through the shape of the giant, known to spew forth, waters that are said to be so rich in minerals and mana, the world, or, mineral mana, that even the most magically uninclined creatures gain great power from drinking from its source. Supposedly, a giant dragon, or let's say, a great worm, and one of the old giant kings lost to time, had done battle here. A battle so great it killed all life for thousands of miles, creating the great desert that we see today. However, upon the great worm's death, its body sheltered a small piece of land in which the waterfall derives from. Cap. So we've got the dragon's maw. Perfect. Oops. Not the right thing I was using. I will go ahead and disable that. Let's pull up Wonder Draft again. So we're going to call this... Oh my. Wow. No. Way down. Also, this should be black text. Label. The dragon's maw. Cap. Boom. Alright, we've got the dragon's maw down. So we've got 3 locations now that are up. I'm pretty okay with that. Technological periods. So, with that in mind, let's first off duplicate this. We're going to keep one there. So that way, in case we need to access anything, because we'll have to copy a lot over to the lizard folk, since the lizard folk and the dragonborn are in the same lands, and much of their world is identical. What was I looking at? Oh yeah, I was going to look up the technological periods. So, timeline. Okay. So, I'm actually going to do something. Insert a column to the left. And we're going to go into royalty. Hit Control-C. And Control-V. Perfect. Well. It would be nice if we could move all this down. Just one. There we go. Okay. So, we've got the era they started in is B. And I'm going to just put right next to this. Era created. Cap. So that way we can easily remember that. So this will be our way of telling when the dragons hit, or when they hit their stuff. So let's start with the dragonborn. The common dragonborn. Or we'll start with just the crystal ones. So let's go ahead and set, filters, I guess. I don't know if we want to set a filter here or here. I feel like if we do, I'm just thinking here. Give me a minute. Let's hit, well, if we do filters there, that's going to be a problem. So let's do filters here. Create filters. Perfect. So, yeah, let's do, yes. Oh, is it not going to filter for me? Oh, it is not. Okay, wait. Oh, clear all. There we go. And then, there we go. We want all these guys. Hit OK. So we're just going to filter for these guys for right now. Alright, so for them, let's start. So for the dragons, they were created in B. So they were in the first age. So the dragons are gone now. They would have never made it out of the Stone Age, but they would have been one of the first to create the Stone Age. So you were created in column C. I'm going to say that they came into the Stone Age, yet right there. But for the Bronze Age, I'm going to say it's going to be more than likely. When did the Crystal Dragonborn get wiped out? Do we have a name for them yet? We need to create a name for them. So, because they're a different species. So let's do something here real quick. The hyphy dragon, an hyphy dragon. Okay. So we're gonna rename this document. Rename. There we go. We're gonna call this the Chromatic. Okay. And we are going to create 2 new docs. create and share. That's fine. And we need to go in firstly and get the base document here. Because we do actually need to get the information finally done for these guys. So we have the dragons, you know. Now we need the metallic dragonborn in here. Metallic dragonborn. We're also going to make sure we go up here and put chromatic down. So we have the metallic, and that's what these guys are going to be named. We'll rename them in a minute. And then, still staying in here, we have the metallic, and then we have what? The crystal. Yeah, we need to create the crystal dragonborn. Oh no, that's the deer co. Yeah, they're already known for this. So we're going to go up here and do also. Because, well, actually no, we're going to say they're a separate species. Yeah, let's actually do that. It'll save us some time and some editing, I think. So we'll do a new Google Doc. We're going to paste all that. Go up here. Call them the Crystal Dragonborn. So we're finally going to have them done. There we go. Alright. And we're going to come back to them later when we're working on stuff. But for now, this will make it so we actually have separate documents for them. So today we're just going to work on the chromatic. So the Chromatic Dragonborn started off in M. So they started in the Iron Age. I am going to say for the Steam Age, they're going to get the current. And then in the Age of Monsters, I don't know what we're going to call this period. Because during the Age of Monsters, this would be like still part of the pink, I think. Still part of the Steam Age. So let's merge. And then using that amazing color, we're going to do the same thing here. Yeah, there we go. So that we can keep that. So we're going to say in the current age, and this is now known as what? The age of Redivinity? No. I know we named it. Yeah, Age of Divinity. So let's go in the Tech Ages document. Wait, what was I working in? Oh, I was working in here. Oops. Shit. I mean, we're supposed to be working in here. Oops. Oh, well. We'll just copy it over here in a minute. Let's rename this, though. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, because this has that thing. Okay. Oops. And then Age of Monsters, which starts in... what was it, 36, I believe is what, 35, okay. 35 AS to end. Okay, firstly, we're gonna merge that, and then we're gonna make sure we go boop, and then that, go back to the pink, there we go. Again, making sure we do the filters on here. There we go, and then we're gonna go back in here and remove all that and unfilter. So this is just the base document, you know, keeps it easy for people. We're gonna clear all filters and hit select all, hit OK. Yeah, there we go. So we're back to normal. Let's go back in here. Okay, clear all. Boop. Boop, boop, and boop. Okay. So, starting with the dragons, yeah. They were born in B, so they would have hit their Stone Age, and then they would have stopped existing. The Crystal Dragonborn would have hit the Stone Age in their first period. Now, they don't live for that long, because the metallics take them out, I believe. In the wars, let me see, it should have been in here. Yeah. So during this is when they go extinct. So they are extinct by this age. So we're just going to put extinct. So this will be both tech ages and a way of telling things. And then they're extinct by... oops, if I could spell today. I did not spell that right at all. There we go. And then the Metallic Dragonborn would have hit their Stone Age. Now, they are gone by what, M? Let's go to M in here, and let's see. That's a God's War for the Darkened Age. We're waiting on something. Oh. In L. Okay, in the new light. Alright, so let's go to L. That they become extinct. So let's see. Now that we've got that, we're gonna say they hit their Bronze Age very early because of their metallic skin, and we're gonna say that they hit the Iron Age around Age of Song. Now the the Chromatics are gonna hit their Iron Age here. And then Steam Age, I'm going to say during the Age of Divinity, they were one of the first to hit it. Or during the Age of Tears, because that was when a Teltler took over. So, and we'll come up with years later for what year this was in. So, that kind of makes an easy setup. So, let's go back to the on hyphy. We're going to say, so, we're working on currently chromatic dragons. So, let's go into our filter, and we only want, the chromatic for it now. So we're going to say that the Age of Song is when they hit their Iron Age. Okay. So let's do... What year is the Age of Song? Let's go to events. Sure. Doesn't matter really. Age of Song is 2629 to 2000. Let's say 2400 AS. And let's make sure they didn't have any wars going on during that period besides the Dragonborn. So a new Age of Song. So they didn't. Then I'm gonna say okay. Spurred on and actually they hit 28 AS is when they hit Steam. So 28 AS is what? In Age of Divinity. So we actually have to fix that real quick. In the Age of Divinity. There we go. Spurred on by the constant rivalry between metallic and chromatic dragonborn, the chromatics, that we know today, discovered in the year 24 AS, how to create, or how to, they discovered a strange pale, because iron's pale, right? Let me look. Iron ore. Yeah, it's almost like a brownish color. Okay, so we're gonna go with that brownish color. A strange brownish streaks of mineral in the massive marble mines of Draffica. Upon discovery and combined with the bronze, what is it called? Smithing process of the metallic dragonborn, the second class citizens of the chromatic discovered that the material was tougher and heavier than bronze or copper. Items beginning, or this would create the beginning of the massive push for iron arms and armors by the chromatic dragonborn. Dragonborn. Some believe this would be the spark that ignited the war. What was it? 200 years later? Oh, so 402,000, 2,400, about 12, yeah, 1,200 years later, as metallic dragonborn would be captured or kidnapped to work in the most influential Chromatic Dragonborn tribes. We're also going to say this would also be the era that, the age that the first spell heat metal would be created by a dragon born of the chromatic tribes long lost to history. Okay, perfect. So that I think that works really well. We're just gonna make a note here. Remember this comment. Okay. So we've got there. So this would be. What was that? That's the Iron Age. Iron Age. Okay. We're gonna do boop, and then we're gonna make sure to put this as what? Heading 5. Go ahead and do that. I wasn't originally planning on having the 24 AS actually, so oops, no. And we're gonna normal text. Year 24 AS. Okay, and this is the Steam Age. So Steam Age, which will come up with better names later. Year. Okay, and then this will also get heading 5. And then what are the ages between Iron and Steam? Oh no, there really isn't. Okay, perfect. Oops, nope, keep that at the end. So okay, that's fine. So we've got that to keep track of. Makes it a little easier to remember. So let's clear. Hit OK. So now we have select all. Okay, there we go. So now we have all. So there we go, perfect. So we have some interesting stuff, and we've got the metallic ones when we go in and do them. But they would have only had the 2 ages here. Why did that get heading 5'd? There we go. No, this is not heading 5. This is normal text. Oh, they're connected. Oh, that's the issue. Yeah. Yeah, that's the issue. Okay. Boop. We're gonna remove that for a second, hit enter, hit that, then just you. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so we've got that done. We've got the hierarchy done. This is like us now finally just going down and finishing like the races. This is the goal now. Currently in the Dragonborn lands, there's a split among 13 individual clans, Chromatic Dragonborns, each representing. Yeah, we're gonna keep that as a note. We'll do something with that a little later. So we have the wars now. Here's the main thing now we need to work on. Okay. The Chromatic versus the Metallic Dragonborn. We need a fun name for this. Let's see. We're using the Hausa language, so Google Translate. So no. English, please. Where is it? Thank you. And we're gonna switch this to Hausa, which is probably at the bottom. Yep, there we go. Okay. War of Metal. Y'all can. Let me think. War of Metal. Y'all can no. Oops. No, it doesn't translate. No, it doesn't. Okay. Oops, not what I wanted. Let me think. The Gaskia Wars? I kind of Gaskia. Yeah, I like that name. Okay, let's go with that. Why am I all the way up here? Oh, because I was looking at something. That's right. Gaskia. Wait, was that how you spell it? Gaskiya. Yeah, Jaskiya. Gaskia. Wars. Alright, we're gonna go with that. Metallic versus the Dragonborn. Again, this will be something that will get put into, what is this, heading 4, so this will get heading 5. Okay. So Civil War. Chromatic Jaw, the Claw Cleaver, Clan Jaw. The Metallic Leader, the Brass Lion. Okay. And so the Metallic Dragonborn being hunted till extinction and the Chromatic ascending to the throne. Alright. So we need an explanation of this whole thing. What went on? And I think that this is going to start with the difference between... here, let me mute something real quick. Mute server until I turn it back on. There we go. Okay. So, also what level? Oh, that's Ariel 11, so we're going to jump up to that. Ariel and 11. Okay. And this would be during the what time period? We go to wars. So this is during a new light. So what do we know about a new light? Let's look. Yeah, we've got a lot going on, so we're gonna be coming down to here. The birth of the great Dragonborn Emperor, who would spend the next 800 years and 16 generations of a continued conquest until the loss of the last dragon, who would see the empire split among his sons and daughters as individuals crowned. Yes, so this is not accurate anymore. We're going to be changing this up later. No longer accurate. So we need to fix that later. We could definitely work with that, though. With the creation of the of the scaled forge of what do we call it? Truth? Yeah, why not? Truth. By the Chromatic Dragonborn, known as... I spelled Dragonborn wrong again. Known as Jia of Clan Jia. So with the creation of the Scaled Forge of Truth by the Chromatic Dragonborn, known as Jia of Clan Jia, the beginning, or the beginning of the Iron Age. Not began. I don't want to say that. Let's change that. The Iron Age for graphic would begin, and the first creation of the spell heat metal would play a massive portion in this war. Jia of Clan Jia would soon realize to smith in the newly created forge, he would need the magic and natural flames of the metallic Dragonborn to fuel its great. It's mighty forge. To craft iron weapons and armor took flames beyond what a common chromatic dragonborn could breathe, and the heat metal spell would only be added at the end by the great wizard. Let's think. Dragon. You know, actually, go into my D&D Beyond characters. Let's see if we have a Dragonborn character in there. Or I'll craft one. Yes. Fenyasa Z. Let's go with that. I love it. Fenyasa Z. Zeroth. I'll put pronunciations later. Great Wizard, by the Great Wizard of Fenyasa Zeroth, after the completion of the Goskia Wars. During these wars, or during this time, the Chromatic Dragonborn were treated much like the lizard folk of the modern age of divinity, in which they were usually either slaves or second class. I almost said second hand citizens, which led to the decline. Which led to the eventual revolts by the, was it 7? How many clans did we say? How many chromatic dragons are there? 5. Okay, 5 clans. All right, perfect. The eventual revolts by the 5 chromatic clans, which is the eventual. This war would, what is it? That's 38 years. Okay, would last 38 years with the Dragonborn Emperor. What was his name? Carfe, the Brass Lion of Clan Farin, Carfe. Okay, this war would last 38 years, with the Dragonborn Emperor Carfe gaining his nickname at the Battle of the Scaled Waters, in which he slayed the Brass Lion, that chimera that the Chromatics had tamed and brought to battle as mounts. After the defeat by the metallic Dragonborn at the Battle of Scaled Waters, Carfe would push the campaign to the far north, where modern day, what was it? Menestara. Oops. Make sure I spelled that right. Yeah. Staror, yeah. Far northward, modern day Menestara. Carfe would push the campaign to the far north, where modern day Mestara is today. Yes, actually, here, let me go back. Yeah. Okay. So this war would last 38 years with the Dragonborn Emperor Carfe, the Brass Dragon, brass line of Clan Farin Carfe, gaining his nickname at the Battle of Scaled Waters, in which he slayed the Brass Lion Chimera that the Chromatics Dragonborn had tamed and brought to battle as mounts. After the defeat by the Metallic Dragonborn at the Battle of the Scaled Waters, Carfe pushed the campaign to the far north, where modern day Manistara is, or stands, or lays on the map. During this push, the Chromatic Dragonborn, led by Jaw's younger sister. What's another way of saying M? Really? Let's try Crimson Peak. What's another color? Shades of red. Shades of red. I just need vermilion or scarlet. Let's do scarlet because scarlet works. They don't have a word for that. Ruby. Let's try ruby. Yakutu. Okay. Yakutu would during the push, the Chromatic Dragonborn, led by Xiao's younger sister Yakutu, would continue to harass and launch guerrilla-like attacks or launch raids. Okay, during the push, Chromatic Dragonborn, led by Xiao's younger sister Yakuta, would continue. Younger sister Yakuta, would continue to harass and launch raids on the enemy lines. Eventually, as the Chromatics continued to retreat to the north, Xia would finally show himself on the battlefield at the battle of let's call it Giskia. Okay, I got my A and my I mixed up. I was like, why did I mix it up? At the Battle of Giskia, where the truth was finally found out. Carfe had forced himself upon Kutu and refused to marry when the truth of her unborn child came to light as his. This with the need for metallic dragonborn flames to craft the new era's weapons had been the main cause of the entire war. At the Battle of Giskia, during a full aerial, I don't think that's how you aerial battle. Is that what it says? Oh, there we go. AE. Okay. Thank you. Full aerial battle in which the last of the Dragonborn's griffin riders. Oops. Why is this like that? I don't like. Here. Dragonborn's Griffin riders would be slain by Carfe's new found red vortex dragon mount. Would be slain by Carfe's newfound vortex dragon mount called. Let's look up. Death. Mutua. Okay. Mutua. As above, Geskia during a full aerial battle in which the last Dragonborn's Griffin's riders would be slain by Carfe's newfound vortex dragon mount called Mutua. Carfe would be Carfe believing he had one and all that was left to finish this war was to wreak havoc on the enemy lines, would be taken down with a single shot from a arrow in which the spell heat metal had been enchanted on, in which the arrow struck Carfe in the stomach causing very little damage as the arrow could not penetrate his mighty metallic hide. The spell went off, boiling the once dragonborn emperor alive upon his dragon. At the death of Emperor Carfe, the brass lion, the chromatic forces would push back the wannabe enslavers and fully washing away the last of of the species and declaring that the legal hunting rights for all metallic dragonborn in the modern day. Okay. We have that done. This war is definitely going to get moved because this won't have anything to do with these guys. Let's go ahead and put it on the Crystal Dragonborn for later wars. Put that there. And then we will go ahead and find the metallic ones there. Perfect. Let's put it in there, and then we'll do it from their point of view. And then, of course, we'll go in here and copy this, and we'll change it up a little bit. And we'll just put note to change to the perspective of the metallic dragonborn. Okay, as we get to them. All right, easy enough. I'm down with that. I like it. So we still got 15 minutes. So War of Tilk is considered a crusade that both the mountain and hill dwarves share, in which, so we're gonna rewrite it down below here. Okay. The War of Tilk is considered one of the largest genocides and acts of treason by the Chromatic Dragonborn Dragonborn people. To this day, the series of wars is written as a act of complete vile destruction, in which the Dragonborn people shall never trust the dwarven races again. Having all started, let's see, this will allow them to sort of blockade the be fully tapped. Dwarven march and burn and pillage every Dragonborn territory to the north, even managing to take slaves and depopulate areas to quite a few years. However, pockets of resistance would pop up, would amass an army of around 2,000, according to the source of the Dwarven army, of only 123,000 out of the land, but not before the dwarves enriched themselves. Okay, all started when the king at the time, the Dwarven people had requested full trade rights to allow merchant companies to set up shops along the northern Drafican territories for the sale of Tilk wood. This would be refused by the then emperor or king of the northern lands. Let's see. Shude. I like that. Shude. The Calmed. Of Clan Shud. Okay. Having all started with the king at the time, the Dwarven people had requested full trade rights to allow merchants companies to set up shops along the northern Drafican territories for the sale of Tilk wood. This would be refused by the king of the northern lands, Shude, the Calmed of Clan Shud. As the Dwarven king now angered, having angered and disrespected the mighty Dwarven king. Did I write down who the king was of these lands at that time? Let me look. Races during the Great Tilk Wars. I probably did somewhere. Let's see. Oh, this wasn't redone in Mountain Dwarf's Eyes. Okay. Did I not? Maybe it's in the Hill Dwarfs? I probably worked up the Hill Dwarfs first, to be honest. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. Okay, Hill Dwarfs in which... Eternity Magic. So it's the same thing. Okay. So we need to give him a name. Do we put in the timeline for royalty for the dwarves? I know I've done the Oliveres. Is it you? Let me look, make sure. So they're hill dwarves, and then the mountain. Oh, that's mountain. No, it's mountain dwarves. This was during what time period? 4856. Okay. 4856. So it was during this point. No, we don't have a king listed here. Do we have... We do. We have Grogor, the Rubied Smith of House Helmshaper. So we're going to use him in this case. Oh, yeah, because for 730. So, yeah, he would have been alive. Okay. All right. So we're going to call Grogar in here. Oh. Well, King. Let me fix his name real quick. We're going to put him in Arial and put him to 11. There we go. Okay. Okay, so having angered and disrespected the mighty Dwarven King Grogar Ruby Smith of House Helmshaper, the declaration of war was delivered on the day that the city stood before Minastara was fully occupied, causing the dragonborn people to see this more as a hostile invasion with no declaration. Wait, what the fuck did I just spell? Declaration. Okay. And going against the bearded accords of... So this is 4856. This is the Warring Age. We're gonna call the bearded accords at the year 5000. All right, events. Insert one above. Boop. Bearded accords signed by the Dwarven Emperor between the Dragonborn people and... Wait, this would be metallic Dragonborn, right? And I think so, because the... One sec. Here, I'm just going to highlight this in yellow for a minute so we can come back easily. Yeah, because this would have been during the Warring Age. Which means this would have been the metallic Dragonborns period. So, yeah, so this would have been metallic. I shouldn't even be writing these yet in here. Okay. We're going to take this, that, because the Gaskaya Wars end in 1200. So we've got, yeah, this is all metallic stuff. So let's remove these. Since we're making this the chromatic, let's take them over, put this in the metallic, make it a little easier to organize. Yeah. Oh wait, no, these would be way before. Okay, so these don't come with my... Oop. What is this? Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. Wait, oh. Crystal jar? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah. So, and then we'll copy the comments over. So, just that way it's kind of there. So this wouldn't be you. So let's make a note. Change to metallic, not chromatic. Might be a little bit of organization today. Because the War of Refusal would have been in 2622. 2622 would be here. So this would also be a metallic and chromatic. So we would get note to put in for chromatic views. And then we'll grab that and put in the metallic one as well, because it would have been, what year is it? 26, yeah, so it would have been here. Note to put in info for views. So we're gonna have a few different views here. And then the attributed war. being only a few years later would also... Because these aren't chromatic. As the chromatic come to be there. So we're going to fix that here in a minute. Yeah, okay. So let's also move this war up here, because we want to make sure we put them in order. Did I also say that that would be, yeah, technically 2431. Let me look at the timeline. 2431. So they were extinct in 2000, technically. Okay. So, but these guys would still exist during this time period. Yep, Age of Song. So they would also get this. Okay. Same thing. Again, note to put in chromatic views. And then I'm going to actually add to these comments. No, can I edit? There we go. Second class citizens. We're going to copy that over. Then do the same thing here. Okay. Alright, so that way we can work on it more next time. Okay, I think that's good. We're going to call that good for today. Thank you all for watching this, and I will see you next time.